Hello and welcome to Cloud Desk 365. This is The Death of Windows 7, narrated by Dan Fusco, CEO of Cloud Desk 365. What we're going to talk about today is why do companies like Microsoft have new operating systems? Apple does as well. And so what are they doing here? Well, Windows 7 was an excellent operating system. I thought it was one of the best operating systems that they created. But they came up with Windows 8.1, which was a disaster, and then they came out with Windows 10, which was much better than 8.1. From a company standpoint of view, Microsoft wanted to come out with Windows 10 because it's more flexible. They're going to have it be able to work with your phone and with smaller devices and your desktop. So they're trying to make it a more versatile operating system. So what they'll do is they'll actually reconstruct the way the operating systems operate, and what that does is it conflicts with certain programs like QuickBooks, for instance. It's going to have a different relationship with QuickBooks. So you oftentimes need to make sure that your software is compatible with the operating system that you're running. Now, what's the big deal? Why do you actually need to upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10? The real issue that they have here is that they're going to stop giving out updates for the operating system, which means it's going to have some security issues. It's going to be more vulnerable to attacks, and those patches are going to stop in 2019. So what do you do? And there's Microsoft for you. Thanks, Microsoft, for making us go through the work that I'm going to tell you about in about 2 seconds. But what do you do when a Windows 7 OS is EOL, end of life? Well, you basically are going to have to think about upgrading all your computers to Windows 10. This is necessary to be compliant with HIPAA compliancy and certain financial compliancies. So Windows 10 is going to get all the patches, Windows 7 isn't. What does that mean? Well, you're going to have to basically take your computer and reinstall an operating system, which means you're going to have to reinstall all your programs. You have to create new profiles. You're going to have to attach it to your Active Directory. You're going to have to get it in the network. It's a huge job, so it's not an easy thing when you have, when you have to do what they call a complete refresh. So when you install a new operating system, it's not just the data that you need to pull over. You got to think about reinstalling QuickBooks, Microsoft Office, Adobe. If you're using CCH Tax or any of these programs, they're going to need to be reinstalled. If you have to update your server, perhaps it's running 2008 R2, that's going to need to be upgraded to 2016, I recommend. Or 2019 just came out, maybe you can use that. But you'll have to actually create all the network drives within that network. Needless to say, for a company with 30 people, it's a very, very time-consuming and expensive endeavor. You're probably looking at, with a 30-person company, I would say at least $30,000 to $40,000 if you're going to redo everything. It's just a huge amount of work, and you have to be careful when you're doing this. You need to make sure all your data is backed up. Very expensive. So the good news is Cloud Desk 365, what we do is we offer free upgrades. When you're on the cloud desktops, all the operating systems are automatically upgraded for free. So that's included with the software. You don't ever have to worry about upgrading your servers again. So this is a nice alternative. You can keep your old computers where you're at. You can even install a Linux-based operating system on them and get attached to this cloud desktop, and you'll be good to go. So the cloud desktops are a nice solution because they're fast, they back up automatically at night, and they're scalable, which means if you have 5 employees that come into your company, you can spin these desktops up in a matter of 5 to 12 hours. It's an excellent way to grow your company. So the cloud solution of hosted desktops is very, very good for preventing future end-of-life operating systems. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. My name's Dan with Cloud Desk 365. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much and have a great day.